What it do? What it do? What it do? It's your boy Sicko Band's the man. Trying to get 100 grand. You know I got the plan. Yes, sir. We biking this mug. Yes, I'm back. I want to test the levels. Make sure we good. You know what I'm saying? That part. That part. We bike. Yes. Hey, I miss y'all. I hope y'all miss me. We back in this thing. And with none other than the LA street demon himself, Mr. Flackiano. We here with Mr. Flackiano, man. And, man, Flacco been kicking up a lot of dust. But I'm not here to touch on what he's been touching on. Right now, what we here to do is to watch him go in on Charlemagne the God. Let's go.
Media writing paragraphs and trying to expose Charlemagne the God after he's seen a clip on his timeline of Charlemagne the God discussing him on his podcast.
Yeah, when Drake went at Meek, Drake was a way bigger artist than Meek. So it was easier for those battles just to keep moving because there's nothing but upside. Nas, you win with Ether, right? Even though I think Takeover's a better song, but Nas, you win with Ether. So it's nothing but upside for you, right?
Yeah,
sadly, Pac and Biggie got,
the smaller guy always has the upside.
Meek never.
What do you say?
I don't know if necessarily the smaller guy got the upside. I know Nas had the upside because Ether was fire. That shit was fire. If that shit was weak, I don't think he would have had the upside. You know what I'm saying? So what they saying, I don't even know if that's even, really valid. But let's continue.
Man, I'm just saying, Meek could have just kept doing music, but for some reason he didn't. Something was just off after the battle. You know what I mean? And he really, honestly, he didn't really recover. Yes.
Maybe he made a lot of money.
He kind of recovered when he got with Nicki, and then it fell off again.
No, they recovered after.
I know, but he was having songs out and everything.
You know what it was with Meek, man? Meek's Achilles heel to me was actually Twitter.
Yeah.
When Drake called him Twitter fingers.
Yep.
No, what he said? What was it? The Twitter fingers.
Yeah,
right?
Twitter fingers.
When he called them Twitter fingers.
Trigger finger turn to Twitter fingers.
Trigger fingers turn to Twitter fingers. And it's just like every time Meek tweets, even now,
crazy,
to this day.
It's crazy.
Maybe to stay on Twitter.
You know what I'm saying? I think Meek does a lot for his community.
Meek, stay off Twitter, my boy. That's what they saying. Stay off Twitter, dog.
He's been a great, symbol for the city of Philly. I love what he does with reform, but I probably would have deleted my Twitter after Twitter fingers. And just flooded the streets with nothing but music.
You forgetting
Guys, we're insane to talk every week.
What?
We're insane to talk every week.
But we're podcasters.
Twitter, only Elon makes money.
Thanks, Mike.
See you next month.
So you can get these delivered? It's literally water.com.
Call me a hater too, but I didn't think that the opinion that Meek Mill didn't bounce back from the Drake beef was controversial. I just thought we all just acknowledged that as a fact. How can Meek Mill argue with it? Before the Drake beef, Meek Mill was like a top 5 rapper, I guess, in hip hop. After the Drake beef, Meek Mill hasn't sold 100,000 since. Meek Mill has fell off. He's washed. So I just thought.
Is that true?
I'm gay, and I'm helping pop like 10 artists.
What the fuck I do?
From my perspective, there's no excuse. There's nothing incredible about what R. Kelly.
Whoa. I didn't jump the gun. Hold on.
But we're podcasters.
Twitter, only Elon makes money. You know what I mean? Like,
Call me a hater too, but I didn't think that the opinion that Meek Mill didn't bounce back from the Drake beef was controversial. I just thought we all just acknowledged that as a fact. I mean, how can Meek Mill argue with it? Before the Drake beef, Meek Mill was like a top 5 rapper, I guess, in hip hop.
All right, let's see. Meek Mill.
Was controversial. I just thought we all just acknowledged that.
Meek Mill. Before.
Meek Mill is currently on social media writing paragraphs and trying to expose Charlamagne the God after he's seen a clip on his timeline of Charlamagne the God discussing him on his podcast.
Yeah.
It's
When
true,
Drake
Chad.
was at Meek, Drake was a way bigger artist than Meek. So it was easier for those battles just to keep moving because there's nothing but upside. Nas, you win with Ether, right? Even though I think Takeover's a better song, but Nas, you win with Ether. So it's nothing but upside for you, right?
Yeah,
Sadly, Pac and Biggie got,
the smaller guy always has the upside.
Meek never.
What are you saying?
I'm just saying, like, Meek could have just kept doing music, but for some reason he didn't. Like, something was just off after the battle. You know what I mean? And he really, I mean, honestly, he didn't really recover. Yeah, it's strange.
Maybe he made a lot of money.
He kind of recovered when he got with Nicki, and then it fell off again.
No, they
No,
broke
they
up
had a
after.
song. I know, but he was like having songs out and everything.
And you know what it was with Meek, man? Meek's Achilles heel to me was actually Twitter.
Yeah, for sure.
And when Drake called him Twitter fingers, no, what did he say? What was it? The Twitter fingers,
Yeah,
right?
Twitter fingers.
When he called him Twitter fingers,
Trigger finger turned to Twitter.
trigger finger turned to Twitter fingers, and it's just like every time Meek tweets, even
It's
now
crazy,
to
bro.
this day,
It's crazy. It's pure
and I'm like, Meek, you know what I'm saying?
Nah,
Like, I think Meek does a lot for his community. You know, he's been a great, symbol for the city of Philly. I love what he does with reform, but I probably would have deleted my Twitter after Twitter fingers.
And you-
They just flooded the
gained
streets
it.
with nothing but music.
You ever gained it?
Guys, we're insane to talk every week.
What?
We're
Right.
insane to talk every
But
week.
we're podcasting.
But we're podcasting. Twitter, only Elon makes money. You know what I mean? Like,
Call me a hater too, but I didn't think that the opinion that Meek Mill didn't bounce back from the Drake beef was controversial. I just thought we all just acknowledged that as a fact. I mean, how can Meek Mill argue with it? Before the Drake beef, Meek Mill was like a top 5 rapper, I guess, in hip hop. After the Drake beef, Meek Mill hasn't sold 100,000 since. Like, Meek Mill has fell off. He's washed. So
Damn,
I just thought Meek Mill knew that. I thought everybody knew that, but apparently this was news to Meek Mill, and he was very upset at Charlamagne the God for saying this publicly, even though we all think this. So Meek Mill took to again Twitter, the very same place Charlamagne the God and Interest Express, is the reason why Meek Mill hasn't bounced back from
same
this
place
Drake
he
beef.
told the nigga to
So
stop.
Meek Mill took to Twitter to go at Charlamagne the God. Meek Mill needs the PR team badly, more than anybody to ever live. Meek Mill, in his response to Charlamagne the God, made an unbelievably stupid mistake as well. So Meek Mill, in response to Charlamagne the God saying that Meek Mill never bounced back, he reposted a video of Charlamagne the God talking about watching the R. Kelly tapes. Now Charlamagne, the quote of Charlamagne the God is kind of out of context because Charlamagne the God did call it evil what R. Kelly did, but he also said what R. Kelly did was incredible. In terms of when R. Kelly came, pissed, then came again, from my perspective, there's no excuse. There's nothing incredible about what R. Kelly did. R. Kelly is a monster. But Charlamagne the God said this. Meek Mill, while trying to, I guess, critique and shame Charlamagne the God for saying that, Meek Mill would also admit to watching child porn. So Meek Mill says, these are the media personalities y'all put in front of us to listen to.
I'm glad I didn't
In
watch
jail,
them tapes.
we really
There
used
was
to
clips
torture
going around, but
perverts
I
like
was trying
this.
not to watch
I
them.
seen
But
the
you
R.
did.
Kelly tapes. I thought it was
Wasn't
trifling.
fucking
A
with that
grown
shit.
man was peeing on a little girl and could register that at the age of like, you know what, right? The girl was really, really, really young. But why you seeing the tapes? You knew beforehand because you knew beforehand the girl was young. You knew beforehand the girl on the R. Kelly tape was young, and you said you seen the tapes while critiquing somebody for being a pervert. So you are admitting to watching child porn while also critiquing somebody who also watched child porn. Just stupid, bro. But it didn't stop here. Meek Mill then took to Instagram to write this paragraph, responding back to Charlamagne the God, saying he didn't bounce back after the Drake beef, which again I didn't think was controversial. Meek Mill goes, so I want to make this a main post to highlight the real propaganda that's taking place in the hip hop community. I need everyone to leave a comment if you see what's happening. What propaganda is there against Meek Mill? Oh my, yo, I've never met anybody more delusional than Meek, bruh. Meek, the man said he rock with you, he F with you. He said, yo, Meek Mill got a song, Dreams of Nightmare. It's an anthem, it's legendary. But Meek Mill ain't bounced back since the Drake. What propaganda is, why are you crying about this?
Listen, ain't nobody gonna like nobody talking bad about them.
Have said worst about you, Meek. You don't want to make an enemy with some...
Flakko, listen, my boy. Don't nobody like nobody talking bad about them. Look what you doing with Munchie right now. Case closed.
Somebody who's an ally of you. I don't think y'all understand how life works. You don't make enemies of people who are neutral. Make enemies of your enemies, not of people who are neutral. This is just like pure critique. He says, I need everyone to leave a comment if you see what's happening now and how they're trying to downgrade artists' brands from feeding their family. Let's go through it. The white hit also boosted the rumor on his major platform with no evidence. Do not go on these platforms only. What? Meek Mill don't speak English, bro. Meek, this is what? Do not go on these platforms only us. Can y'all see my brand back heating up now? This please. Oh,
it was a typo.
Okay. So Meek Mill says, since the Drake beef, I dropped Tap 3 platinums, Peta double platinum, Blue Notes 1 or 2 platinum, Uptown Vibes with Legend from Brooklyn, Fab platinum, What's Free featuring Jay-Z, Meek Mill I think is platinum, F on Me featuring Cardi B platinum, Scarface with Rick Ross Gold Independent Money, Respect the Game platinum, 24/7 double platinum, Dangerous platinum. Meek Mill is naming songs from that particular era, I believe. Because even like you naming like Dangerous, like that's from like that particular era, right? I know the last Meek Mill hit that I can remember is the song with Friday. And that feels like one of Meek Mill's only hits in the last 5 years. So Meek says, I don't...
Hello, Meek, I got you. Those was all the songs he made after the beef, dickhead.
Collect plaques, LOL, championship album, like double plat, yeah, but those, the championship album dropped, I think, immediately after the beef. So that explains it, right? But if we're looking at Meek Mill's career and the trajectory it was on before the Drake beef, Meek fell off. Now, Meek Mill had some cool records. The song with Friday, I think, is amazing. But Meek Mill was an artist selling 200,000 copies first week, and Meek was looked at as one of the top 5 guys in hip-hop. So Meek says,
let's get this straight
I dropped Expensive Pain Gold, and it wasn't marketed.
Let's get this straight right now. People, let's define fell off. Because if you still getting money, you ain't fell off. This niggas out here fell off. Ain't getting no money. You hear me? That's a fall off. If a nigga still getting money, that nigga ain't fell off. He lost traction. He ain't fell off.
Correctly leaving labels. Cybertruck 5 AM in Philly. How far we came. He actually switched up on Drake because he helped power the Meek was done narrative was done. Huh? He actually switched up on Drake because he helped power the Meek was done narrative was done. Bro, I ain't gonna lie, yo. Meek don't speak English, bro. Now he's using the same against Drake. Drake, good with me and Jay-Z. Keep me out this weak ass ish. I had a meeting with A16s found a lot of new tech deals and activations just from playing around tweeting. I forgot Proud of Me. Is almost platinum. 1942 flows platinum. Bro, alright, bro. So Meek continues to list songs that are platinum, and then he goes, "We gotta keep a close eye on this cat. I feel like he in the closet. What does Charlamagne the God's Well, he's not homosexual, but what does the sexuality have to do with anything? We gotta keep a close eye on this cat. I feel like he in the closet. Gay man that hates successful black men unless he's doing business with them."
We gotta keep a close eye on this cat. That doesn't be.
And I'm powering help pop like 10 artists off on the East. No cash gain for charity. Okay, yeah, bro. I'm done reading whatever hieroglyphics Meek is writing. Now, Charlamagne the God responded back to Meek Mill, going off on him, and here's what he had to say.
Yeah, I feel like he's in the closet gay man that hates successful black men unless he's doing business with them, but they promoted I'm gay, and I'm helping pop like 10 artists off on the East Coast, no cash for gain for charity. I'm really the one, but it's some real propaganda on my brand. And I want to investigate it.
Dropping the clues bombs from Meek Mill. I never said he didn't drop any music. I said if I was Meek, I would have deleted my Twitter and just kept dropping music. I would only talk through the music because every single time Meek posts, the internet turns it into a joke. Y'all was just laughing at him last week because he posted about being on LinkedIn.
Yeah, that was.
And I said on Brilliance, the propaganda. I didn't say propaganda, but I said the way they act with Meek is strange, and I agree with Meek. The propaganda against Meek is strange, and it started with that battle. And at least on social media, the narrative around him hasn't recovered.
It started with the battle. The sad thing about Meek is he gets busy, he gets nice, he puts out great music. He's an inspiration to a lot of these artists. G Herbo said he's the reason why he even wanted to get into music. But sadly, because of everything that's been going on with social media after that beef, he's been the butt of a lot of people's jokes.
Regardless of what he does, and he does some great things. We always give Meek credit for the great things.
And regardless of what he drops too, because there has been music that I feel like people didn't like.
Hold up. I ain't gonna let y'all do that. We're not gonna act like Meek wasn't in that pool, made that video. We're not gonna act like Meek wasn't dressing like twins with Diddy. We're not gonna act like Meek ain't did nothing to cause nothing upon his name. Come on, man. And I don't even want to mention that recording's diabolical.
Remember the Heathens? Like there was a lot of things that
championships, wins and losses. Even though that was almost 10 years ago, those were great projects. I do agree with Meek. Propaganda against him is strange. And it started with that battle, at least on social media, right? And the narrative around him on social media is what I mean when I say he hasn't fully recovered.
Right.
Because he's done some amazing stuff.
He sells out arenas. He sells out. He does a lot of dope-ish. But like you said, the propaganda around him is taking what he's done and what he's built and tries to make a mockery of it.
So every time he posts,
if you make you understand why he would be upset. Like absolutely positively, they done made this man gay.
You see what I mean when I say
they made him
you
gay.
make a mistake when you go at people who aren't your
How the hell you make a nigga gay?
See, Charlamagne the God just gave an example. Yo, I was like praising Meek and giving Meek props this day and this day and this day. I was advocating for Meek. Now Meek is going off on me. Now again, you think Charlamagne may not have said it right now, but you think Charlamagne the God will be more prone to defend Meek after what Meek just did, after what Meek just shared? No, he won't. No. Now Meek just turned somebody who's neutral, who was advocating for you one day, critiquing you the next day. He just turned that person into now a full-fledged, full-time enemy who was probably a part-time op, who was probably part-time critiquing you or making fun of you part-time. Now guess what? Every time they come up, they got something negative to say. Right? They got something negative to say. And that's not smart. You don't turn half-time or part-time enemies into full-time enemies. You either just ignore them or you play cool. Now, I don't play them close, but you play cool or ignore them. The worst thing you want to do is in this game, in this media, is to turn somebody into an enemy, especially somebody who gives his opinion as often as Charlamagne the God, like who got a platform to where he's giving opinions.
Enemy, that's a strong word, man. That's a strong word, man. I don't feel like nobody's my enemy. I don't have no more enemies. That life is behind me. Flakko, you're not my enemy. I'm just giving my opinion. You know what I'm saying? I don't hate you, nothing like that. For giving your opinions, for doing what you do. I'll just give my opinion, bro. That's it. You feel me? So, don't take it like I hate you. I ain't your enemy, nigga.
Because he's critiquing this. He got a platform that he's seen every day. So he's seen every day. Making that person your enemy is gonna end bad for you as a rapper. The only thing I would have supported Meek doing is if Charlamagne the God was somebody who every time he opened up his mouth had something bad to say about Meek. Meek, like crash out. I had to do that. Right? I had to do that, man. Alright, like one of these suckers, some weirdo, man, who work at No Jumper, like got to lying and capping on my name. You feel me? Got to just lying, bro. I had to let them know, hey, bro, we not cool. Understand? We not cool. Right? Like you doing the, you feel me? Like the slick dissing and lying on me and saying, oh man, I rock with Flakko. Nah, I had to let them know. Right? In our little No Jumper chat. We not cool. I don't rock with you. Make it clear, I don't like you. Things like that, that's when it's understandable. But every time this person opened up their mouth, it was something negative. I had to let them know, I don't rock with you. I don't care if we both had No Jumper. I don't like you. So now they don't feel no need to be fake no more. But if it was somebody who, let's say, like 10% of the time they said something bad, then 90% it was something good, I'm not about to crash out over that 10% and then trade away that 90% and turn that 90% into 100% all negative. Let me know in the comment section, what do you guys think about this, man? Do y'all believe?
I don't know how Flakko doing his show, but that ain't how it rock over here. You dig? You got to stop taking stuff so personal. You know what I'm saying? Meek, I'm talking to you. You gotta stop taking stuff so personal, Meek. Your name is big, Meek. They gonna mention your name a lot, Meek. If they mentioning your name, that mean you doing something right, Meek. Keep going, Meek. Keep doing your thing, Meek. But y'all let me know in the comments how y'all feel. Is Meek tripping? Is Charlamagne the God tripping? Is this boy Flakko tripping? You know what I'm saying? Let me know in the comments, man. But how y'all feel about the first day back, man? Hey, I fuck with y'all and y'all fuck with me back. You know what I'm talking about? Until the next one. Have a blessed one.